and safe to be produced to be given to the public. UK became the first country to approve and has already ordered 800,000 of these samples. Home staff and elderly people in care homes will be the first ones to get the vaccine, but it isn't compulsory. There will be 3 ways to be vaccinated: hospitals, distribution centers, and in the community with pharmacists. There are a few problems with this vaccine though. It needs to be stored at -70°C, which is colder than Antarctica. The doctors and nurses who will be injecting the vaccine need to be specially trained, unlike some of the other vaccines, which you could learn online. And it needs to be diluted with a chemical in order to be effective. After it's diluted, it only has 5 days to be stored. Thank you. They will start producing it in bulk and have aimed to make millions throughout December. It took about 10 months, which is really fast because a normal vaccine would take 10 years. Thank you. This week, there was a new record of COVID-19 cases in USA. About 200,000 cases were recorded, which is a lot. Since August, there weren't many critical cases, but now they've started increasing. People in hospitals are now more than ever, about 100,000, which is a lot. During Thanksgiving, many people weren't wearing their masks and did not follow social distancing, which could be one of the reasons to this. But now that a few vaccines have been approved, people might start getting injected, and then cases might go down. Thank you. Thailand has had protests since the beginning of 2020. The majority of the protesters are young and are fighting against Thailand's royal family, mainly the king, King Maha Vajiralongkorn. They are trying to restrain his powers and stop him from concealing his finances. It started becoming very serious, and many people have started raising their voices despite knowing the possible consequences. In Thailand, there is a strict law that if anyone criticizes or insults the king, queen, or heir to the throne, they could be sentenced to a maximum of 15 years in prison. Although there is a lot of news about the king, most of it is fake. Before, he used to hide himself from the public and not visit them often. But recently, he started engaging with the population more and started addressing them frequently. He took over the throne when his father passed away at the age of 64 in 2016. His father was loved by Thailand. About 175 people were arrested due to taking part in the protest. After the policemen started using water guns to fire at the protesters, they started using inflatable rubber ducks to protect themselves. Thank you. China revealed its plan to cover about 5.5 million square kilometers with artificial snow and rain. That is about 1.5 times the size of India. 580,000 square kilometers of that area will be covered in synthetic hail. Some earlier examples of this are cloud seeding, which China used to avoid rain and fog during the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Last year, weather modifications in China were used to reduce about 70% of the hail that damaged the crops in Jiangxing, a place in China. Thank you. The wettest countries this week will be Australia, Vietnam and Brazil. And the windiest countries this week will be Ukraine, Canada, USA and Algeria. Hope you had a nice week and stay tuned for my extra fun segment coming soon. Thank you. Tunisia is a country located in the Maghreb region in North Africa. Its northernmost point, Cape Angela, is also the northernmost point in the whole of Africa. It's got a highly diverse population because it was under the rule of the Ottoman, of Turkish, and the French. And also many Jews, Christians, and Arabs live there. The climate is pretty unpredictable and is different all around the country. In the north, there are hot, dry summers and mild, rainy winters. In the south, due to the Sahara forest, it is hot all year long, but with occasional blasts of wind. The flora and fauna there are affected due to its uncertain climate, but there are scorpions and poisonous snakes found all over. It's known for its historical attractions, like the Carthage in Tunis and the huge amphitheater in El Jem. Tunis is its capital city. Tunisia is the world's largest exporter of organic olive oil. Thank you. Tunisia was used in the first 6 Star Wars movies, except for the episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. 2 of the main places were Chott El Djerid and Hotel Sidi Driss. Thank you. Hi everybody! Today for my extra fun segment, I'm going to be making Christmas cookies. Hope you enjoy. So this activity will for sure make this festive season even more jolly. Here are the ingredients to make 1 batch of cookies. First, you're going to need 300 grams of white flour. Put that into a bowl and add 200 grams of butter. Once those 2 are put, mix them well so that when you roll the batter, it will be well set. After that, add 150 grams of icing sugar and finally about 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Mix them with your hands or a spatula or even both, whichever you prefer. Once you're done, your batter should look like this. So basically, put your dough between 2 pieces of baking paper and roll it using a rolling pin. Once you're done, it should be about 4 millimeters thick. Also, before you start doing that, make sure you smear a little bit of powder, white flour, onto the dough so that it doesn't stick. Then, when your dough is ready, cut it using a cookie cutter or just a normal shape. Just like that. Bake your cookies at 170 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Once they're done, they should look like this, or whatever shape that you cut them in. After that, decorate them. Hi everybody! To make the icing, all you need are 3 simple ingredients. 4 grams of lemon juice, 40 grams of egg whites, and 200 grams of icing sugar. After you mix them, you'll get something called royal icing. You can add food coloring to make them the colors you like. I'm going to decorate a cookie and show you how they could look in the end.